Welcome to our exploration of the intricate trade networks that flourished in pre-Columbian America. These sophisticated systems not only facilitated the exchange of goods, but also shaped the social, political, and cultural landscapes of various indigenous groups. Imagine a web spun not by spiders, but by canoes laden with turquoise, by llamas carrying cacao beans across mountain passes, by the very exchange of ideas and traditions. This web spanned continents, connecting the Pacific Northwest to the Caribbean, the Great Lakes to the Andes. Today we'll be tracing the threads of these ancient trade routes, uncovering the stories they tell about innovation, cultural exchange, and the interconnectedness of humanity long before European arrival. Our journey begins in the woodlands of the Northeast and Great Lakes regions, home to diverse cultures collectively known as the Woodland peoples. Here, waterways were the lifeblood of trade, acting like cosmic filaments connecting communities separated by vast distances. Birch-bark canoes, light and agile, became vessels of commerce, ferrying goods like furs, tobacco, and intricately decorated pottery. Imagine the rhythmic splash of paddles, the calls of traders echoing across the water as they transported not just material goods, but stories, songs, and ideas. These exchanges wove a rich tapestry of cultural connections, influencing everything from artistic motifs to spiritual beliefs. As we move to the heartland of North America, we encounter the mighty Mississippi River, a vital artery in the continent's trade network. Here, the Mississippian culture, with its iconic mounds and sophisticated social structures, thrived on the fertile banks. Their largest city, Cahokia, became a bustling hub, a cosmic crossroads where goods flowed in and out like celestial objects drawn by gravity. Copper from the Great Lakes, mica from the Appalachians, and even seashells from the distant Gulf of Mexico found their way to Cahokia, attesting to the reach and complexity of these ancient trade routes. These weren't just transactions, they were expressions of power, prestige, and cultural influence that radiated outwards, shaping the destiny of countless communities. Our exploration now takes us to the windswept expanse of the Great Plains, a land teeming with bison, the lifeblood of the nomadic tribes who roamed this vast region. Long before the arrival of Europeans, indigenous ingenuity had already transformed trade on the plains. The introduction of the horse, adopted from Spanish settlements, wasn't just a revolution in transportation, it was a supernova event that reshaped trade networks, accelerating the exchange of goods and ideas. Suddenly, distances shrank and trade flourished as never before. Bison products, essential for food, clothing, and shelter, flowed along ancient trails, connecting distant communities and fueling cultural exchange across the vastness of the plains. Chapter 4. Desert Jewels, Trade and Cultural Fusion in the Southwest. Journeying southwest, we encounter a land of stark beauty where the ancestral Puebloans, Hohokam and Mogollon peoples thrived amidst the canyons and mesas. Here, in the crucible of the desert, trade was more than just an economic activity. It was a lifeline, a way to obtain essential resources and forge alliances in a challenging environment. Turquoise, prized for its vibrant blue hue, became a symbol of status and spirituality, traded across vast distances, linking the Southwest with the distant civilizations of Mesoamerica. Pottery, adorned with intricate designs, and agricultural products like maize and beans also flowed along these desert trade routes, weaving a tapestry of cultural exchange that left an indelible mark on the region. Chapter 5. Mesoamerican Metropolis, the heart of a trade empire. Our exploration now takes us south to the heart of Mesoamerica, a region where powerful civilizations like the Maya, Olmec, and Aztec flourished. Here, amidst towering pyramids and bustling city-states, trade wasn't just an economic activity, it was the very lifeblood of society, a force that shaped empires and fueled cultural brilliance. Imagine bustling marketplaces, a kaleidoscope of colors, scents, and sounds where traders from across Mesoamerica converged, exchanging everything from obsidian blades sharper than any metal to the rich nectar of the cacao bean destined to become the food of the gods. These weren't just transactions, they were the threads that wove together a complex web of political alliances, religious practices, and artistic innovations, making Mesoamerica a crucible of human achievement. Our journey through pre-Columbian trade networks now takes us to the breathtaking heights of the Andes Mountains, home to the Inca Empire, the largest empire in pre-Columbian America. Here, amidst soaring peaks and verdant valleys, the Inca created a vast network of roads, a marvel of engineering that spanned thousands of miles and connected the far reaches of their empire. These weren't just roads, they were arteries of commerce, facilitating the flow of goods from the Pacific coast to the edge of the Amazon rainforest. Llama caravans, laden with textiles, potatoes, coca leaves, and other essential goods, traversed these mountain highways, their progress overseen by a sophisticated system of runners who relayed messages with astonishing speed. Our exploration now takes us to the Pacific Northwest, a land of towering forests, teeming rivers, and a coastline rich in marine life. Here, amidst towering cedars and the crashing waves of the Pacific, indigenous communities thrived on the bounty of the land and sea, developing sophisticated trade networks that extended far inland and along the coast. Salmon, the lifeblood of these rivers, were more than just a food source. They were a cornerstone of culture and trade, smoked and traded far and wide. Giant cedar trees reaching for the sky provided the material for sturdy longhouses and ocean-going canoes, essential for trade along the rugged coastline. Sea otter pelts, prized for their luxurious fur, became a sought-after commodity, traded with inland communities, linking the coast to the interior in a web of economic and cultural exchange. Our final destination takes us to the sun-drenched islands of the Caribbean and the coasts of Florida, a region where turquoise waters lap against sandy shores and tropical breezes carry the scents of exotic fruits and spices. Long before the arrival of Columbus, these islands were a crossroads of cultures and a hub of maritime trade. Skilled navigators plied the warm waters in dugout canoes, their sails billowing in the trade winds, carrying exotic goods such as brightly colored feathers, spices, and even the prized conch shells used for tools and ceremonial purposes. These seafaring traders connected the islands to each other and to the mainland, fostering cultural exchange that left an indelible mark on the art, music, and traditions of the region. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the vibrant trade networks of pre-Columbian America. These interactions were crucial in shaping the diverse and rich cultures that thrived across the continents. From the bison trails of the Great Plains to the turquoise roads of the Southwest, from the bustling marketplaces of Mesoamerica to the intricate waterways of the eastern woodlands. The story of pre-Columbian America is a story of interconnectedness. Just as astronomers trace the cosmic web that connects galaxies across unimaginable distances, we've uncovered the intricate networks that connected people long ago. These weren't just trade routes. They were pathways for the exchange of knowledge, beliefs, and traditions, demonstrating the power of human connection to transcend geographical boundaries. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the history of our world.